Welcome back to this week's adventure. What a week we had in Acadia National Park. Absolutely loved it. We had no plans after Acadia, so we thought we'd better sit down and try and come up with some sort of plan to get us to Michigan, since that's our ultimate this year, and we're going in the wrong direction. So we found out there were puffins just a little bit further up into Maine, and so we booked a tour with that, and then finally, we decided we needed to turn left and head back across the west to get ourselves back to Michigan. What a day to hop on a boat and go
puffin watching.
Puffin watching! How cool is this? So we have come up even further east from Acadia National Park. We have headed, we are just about in Canada, believe it or not, but we are still in Maine, and this is our spot for the day. We've arrived early so we can have a coffee here. And in about an hour's time we are going to be hopping on a boat. I think it's about 30 people, and we are going to go puffin watching with Acadia Puffin Cruise.
Oh wow, look at you go.
Brett's just laughing because I have bare feet ticks. I know. Thank you. Great spot for our morning coffee.
Gorgeous.
Let's go.
Have to remain seated or outside while we're underway. There is heat in the cabin. Please do not stand or kneel on the benches or the top step. You can sit on the step if you would like. There's restroom all the way forward.
What a magic day we had. I would highly recommend coming to Acadia Puffin Cruise, and coming with Steve and Tricia. That's their phone numbers if anyone is after it, when if if you're ever here, it is definitely the way to go. A nice small boat. There was 20 of us today on it. I think they can have up to 30 on their boats. And we got so close to the puffins. It was a very personable trip with them as well. Tricia was awesome with giving us all the information we needed about the birds that we saw, the puffins of course, and also Steve as well. So highly recommend if you ever get up to Maine and get out here. It is just gorgeous. Look at that for a day. Righty-ho, off we go, turning left and heading west. Off for some lunch, I think, first. How good is this? Oh, and they do snow freeze. Soft serve. So we drove past earlier and I spotted this sign. Did we get a number or what happens?
We're number 14, Rachel.
And what did you get?
I got the 2 lobster rolls for $22.
Beautiful.
And I'm not sharing.
2 lobster rolls for your $22.
Yum. Oh.
And your chippies.
Yeah, lucky I like chippies.
And I got... wasn't quite what I was expecting, but that'll do.
Deep fried clams.
Deep fried clams. These are clams. Look at those suckers. Just tried a clam. What do you think?
They're like our oysters back home.
Really?
Deep fried oyster. Yum, yum, yum.
Right, let's see. The whole thing?
Well, the flavour's gorgeous.
Mm.
It's a little bit chewier than an oyster, but just the flavour. How good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh look at the nice looking claw.
Wow.
Get that whopper in your mouth. And?
It's yummy.
Good. So we've arrived at our harvest host here in Maine, and Brett's just checking out how soft the grass is for us to park. The only downside to John is he is not a 4-wheel drive. He is just a 2-wheel drive and front. So it's the only probably downside, but we don't go off-roading a heck of a lot with John, so it's not a major. I say that now till tomorrow morning when we're stuck. What do you think?
That piece of cake just comes down to, do you want your view to be back towards the lake? Are you going to open your doors? Are you going to have issues with bugs?
There's a bug already. I just had this intelligent idea. Is our mosquito repellent. We've just put that in the doorway and we're testing it out. Now if I bring the camera up here, see all those little fly things zipping around? They are mosquitoes. And not one of them is coming in our little house.
Thermocell.
Thermocell? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Thermocell. So we go on the app, pick out the preferred date that we want, the preferred destination that we want, and we have a look and see what's available to us. We book the date with the host that we quite like, and they will reply with all the instructions that we need. Now, there is no cost to stay with these harvest hosts, but in lieu of camping on their provided location, they have sometimes some goods or some produce that we can buy. Not always, some are completely free and some want donations to help with different things, others nothing at all. So all is different there. So the main thing is you must be a self-contained RV, there's no tenting, and they have limited nights. Mostly they're 1-night stays, but you do come across some that can be 2, 3, 4 or 5 night stays as well. We are getting closer to Michigan. We've gone from Maine, New Hampshire, through Vermont, and now we're hitting upstate New York. So something we've just learnt today, here in the state of New York, we paid $9 to get into a state park this morning. We've rocked up to our second state park for the day, and he told us as long as we've still got our voucher for our parking at the first state park, all state parks on the same day use, don't have to pay again. So pay once and visit as many state parks as you like for that one payment. We're just going to head into the Mohawk Valley Welcome Centre, and I'm going to see if I can get a booklet on the Erie Canal Trail. So this is inside the visitor centre. Coffee, ATM, vending machines with a whole lot of food like sandwiches, chippies, drinks, honey, salted caramel, chocolate, pasta, the list goes on and on. This here, where we are standing right now, is lock number 15. Woke up this morning here at Fort Plain, and these are one of the boats just outside here. There's a couple of them actually that are going down the Erie Canal. Brett's just about to make his bed. We're going to leave here today. This is Fort Plain. We're actually going to drive through to, where are we driving through to? Ithaca.
Not Utica.
No, Utica. Utica is where we're driving through to today along the Erie Canal, and I'm going to start cycling from there. So we're just going to miss out a little bit of a portion of it. A bit of it's on road and not much to it. So we are just picking out the best part. So we are here in Utica today. We've driven through to Utica. So this is where we are. And we are going to cycle all the way along to Rome. So that's the plan today. I think it's going to be about a 50-mile return trip. This part of the track has been absolutely beautiful. It has been a really nice bitumen path to cycle along, and we are right next to the Erie Canal and have been since we started back in Utica. So along this part of the canal, it's actually got quite wide, and we're going to turn left up here, and then we think we've got quite a large section of road to cycle along. So when we get there, we're going to make a decision if we're going to bother or not. And we're back to where we made the decision that we were not going to carry on. It was quite a big road section, and it was not going to be near the canal, the trail, once we got back on it. So here in Utica, not only have we got the Erie Canal, we've also got the Utica Marsh Wildlife Area. It's about 213 acres, and it's actually an urban wetland because it's situated mostly within the city of Utica. So we've just come into lock 20 because there's we need somewhere to sleep tonight. Some of the locks let you and some of them don't. So Brett's just knocked on the lockmaster's door over here in his little house or office, and he said it's good as gold for us to sleep here tonight, so that's what we'll be doing. Just laughing that the weather always seems to turn, or the wind does, when we are coming back from a ride, and Brett was just saying he felt that it had got quite windy. This is a first, opening up John's door, looking out to the canal and having a beautiful peacock just down here. That's a first. Just a leisurely stroll across the front of our van. So after asking the lockmaster earlier, we got the yes that we could stay here at lock number 20. So this, tonight, Jeremy, we are having clam chowder. I'm trying not to burn the bread as I'm making it into toast.
It's on fire.
That's rye bread, which is, ooh, just blow that out, which is beautiful, and we don't have a toaster. So I just, pop it on here and toast it up. Anywho, this is our view this evening for our dinner. Today we're starting the Erie Canal bike trail from Canastota, the town of Canastota, and we're planning to just bike through to lock 21. The day, as you can see, isn't looking that bright. There's supposed to be a lot of thunderstorms today, so we're hoping we can get out and back, which will be about a 2-hour ride before a thunderstorm hits us. So let's see how this goes. So we are on the old Erie Canal at the moment, cruising along that. So we caught the rain up at about the 10k mark, so we've taken a little bit of shelter under this beautiful big oak tree, and then hopefully the shower will pass over and we can carry on. Absolutely gorgeous ride today along the old Erie Canal. So we aren't going to see any boats, of course, because it's the old Erie Canal, as I said, but just gorgeous. Frogs, turtles, geese, seen some horses, so it's all go here. So we're at lock 21. I'm just at the west end of it, and the gates are shut, and Brett's standing up there, so you can sort of get a bit of a size gauge of how big these gates are. I feel like you're going to be able to see Brett's tyre. His wheel. It's a bit hard with me riding as well, but Brett's wheel is a bit buckled. The spoke just broke, so he is just driving back slowly. We've got 21 k's to get back and find a bike shop. The same thing actually happened in Ragbri last year. Brett broke a couple of spokes and
Buckled my back wheel.
Buckled his back wheel. So as much as these trails are awesome, and all the trails are really cool here in the US, so today is like a light gravel and it's really nice to ride on. Sometimes when you get the paved trails, there's tree roots and that have come across the pavement, lifted the pavement, and you actually can't see them sometimes with the dappled light of the trees, and you can hit them at pace sometimes, so that doesn't help much. Fantastic signage along the route today. So at every crossing that we do, these crossings are actually on the side road, so we haven't even had a car yet had to stop for us. but it tells you exactly where you are and how far away the next crossing is, and how long it takes to walk it or how long it takes to ride it. We are back in the town of Canastota. Brett has managed to nurse his broken down bike 21 kilometres. Not sure if you can see the way it wobbles, but there's at least one spoke broken, and yeah, could even be a couple more. We are off to the bike shop now with Brett's wheel to get that a little bit fixed, and that's the end of our adventure this week because of the wheel. But hey, come on back next week and come watch some more little gems we find along the Erie Canal.